If you are like a lot of people, including myself, who are looking to buy the BYD ATTO 3, but you don't have the opportunity to go look at or test drive the car, then stick around because today I'm going to share with you 5 things that I've noticed about the car having owned it for about a month. My name is Ed and welcome to Juic'd Garage. So the first thing that you'll notice as soon as you step in is these beautiful looking sports seats. But the only thing that I don't like about them is the ergonomics of these headrests. So what I've noticed is that these headrests actually protrude quite far forward. So what that means is when I go and use it, it kind of pushes my head forward quite a lot. The only solution to that is if I was to recline my seat back. But what that means is I also compromise on my upper back support. And this is not only a problem that has occurred to me, I've noticed on the social forums that a lot of people are also discussing about this issue with varying heights as well. Now that we're on the road, I wanted to talk about one thing that I needed to get used to when I first got the car, which is the accelerator pedal. This being an electric car, you do get the instant torque from the electric motors, but what that also means is that the accelerator pedal could be quite sensitive. And a lot of the time, I find myself having difficulties maintaining the speed limit because I don't get the feedback like I do with an internal combustion car to tell me relatively how fast I'm going. So where I find myself in this car is in eco mode, because what that does is it dials down the throttle response and it makes the accelerator pedal less sensitive, and it allows me to be able to drive the car a lot smoother, but more importantly focusing more on the road rather than the speed. Which brings me onto the brake pedal. So in the BYD ATTO 3, majority of the regenerative braking is activated by the brake pedal. So what that means is every time I apply the brakes, the brake is done through regen braking. And with that, a lot of the time I find that the feedback coming from the brake could be quite artificial. And sometimes I find it hard to be able to manage the braking force that is required to be able to drive the car smoothly. And speaking of the brakes, a weird thing that Talan has discovered, and now I can't get out of my head, is that every time you drive this car in the wet and you've got your wipers going, you can feel the wiper motion through the brakes. It's almost as if the brake pedal is somehow connected to the wiper motor. So every time it goes off, you can feel that vibration. I'm not sure if this is just my car, so maybe if you've got a BYD ATTO 3 as well, leave it down in the comment section below and let me know if this is something that you've noticed as well. And speaking of driving this car in the wet, I can't not mention these Batman tires. So there are a few times where I was driving this car in the wet going around a roundabout, and these tires have slipped out on me a few times and understeered around the roundabout. So since then I've lost the confidence of these tires in the wet, and yeah, if you've got any recommendations, leave it down in the comment section below, because chances are in the next couple of months I'll be swapping these out. So thank you. Okay, another thing that annoys me about this car is the forward collision warning sensor. It's just hypersensitive and it just goes off all the time. The first couple of times it goes off actually caught me off guard, but I've gotten used to it since. But hopefully this is just a simple software update and it's going to solve that issue. Thank you guys for watching. If you've also got a BYD ATTO 3 and you've noticed any quirks that I haven't already mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below because I'd love to know what they are. If you haven't already, please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.